This is phase 3 of our GBP project. Our firm is Topgolf and our target country is Saudi Arabia. In this phase, Topgolf continues to plan for international expansion into Saudi Arabia. In the last phase, we discussed all possible opportunities and risks Topgolf has the opportunity to face in the Saudi Arabian market, as well as strategies to navigate entry into the international market. As Topgolf plans for expansion, it is essential to plan for each operational department. Therefore, in this phase, we will discuss plans for our product adaptation and our target market, as well as our global distribution and global promotion strategies. Finally, we'll discuss our international pricing strategy and identify human resources for a global business. Planning in these departments allows for Topgolf to be prepared for future international expansion. So in Module 8, we'll discuss our product and targeting market planning for foreign markets. For special features and consumer benefits, Topgolf Saudi Arabia combines technology with socialization to provide a unique entertainment experience that's accessible for all ages and skill levels. Topgolf Saudi Arabia benefits customers by providing easily accessible golf lessons, fun physical activity, and memorable experiences. Topgolf Saudi Arabia will also benefit the Saudi Arabian economy by supporting the goal of Vision 2030 to increase entertainment and tourism. For unmet needs in Saudi Arabia and our value proposition, Topgolf will provide a climate-controlled sports space that can combat the extreme weather of Saudi Arabia and cater to those who prefer a more casual and accessible place that encourages sports while combining technology for higher engagement. Topgolf is a sports and entertainment venue that provides a premium service by combining performance tracking technology with a social atmosphere to create an interactive experience for all ages and skill levels. When it comes to the attitude towards foreign products in the host country, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is working to increase foreign investment to support Vision 2030 goals. This effort from the kingdom will help to encourage acceptance from local consumers. In addition to increasing foreign investment, the kingdom is encouraging interest in golf with initiatives in schools such as Get Into Golf and for women like Ladies First Club. As mentioned in previous phases, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia requires a local sponsor for firms planning to conduct business in Saudi Arabia. So Topgolf should establish a relationship with a local business in a relevant field to act as a sponsor, such as Riyadh Golf Club or ANC Cinemas Saudi Arabia. Next slide. For the product concept and product lifecycle and positioning, Topgolf's product concept combines traditional golf with technology and socialization in order to create a unique experience and entertaining environment for a range of players. The product lifecycle is made up of 4 stages: introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. Topgolf is still in the growth phase after ending 2023 with a 7% growth in revenue and is expected to continue to increase revenue growth as well as continue solid cash flow generation in 2024. Topgolf Saudi Arabia will position our services using the unique combination of golf and entertainment to appeal to the diverse audiences while still adapting offerings for cultural preferences. For adoption potentials and sales volume, Saudi Arabia shows a significant potential for adoption because of the growing entertainment and tourism industry because of Vision 2030 efforts to diversify the economy. The entertainment industry is expected to grow 20% by 2030 and reach a value of about 1.4 million. The integration of technology and socialization has the potential to create interest in the youth community in Saudi Arabia by providing a casual environment for physical activity without pressure to do well. Topgolf venues typically collect about $17 million in revenue annually, and Topgolf Callaway Brands Corporation is expected to grow earnings by 9.5% per annum. In 2023, Topgolf Callaway reported revenue growth of 7%. And in this graph in the corner, you can see Topgolf Callaway revenue and net income over time. And then for the marketing mix overview, our product, Topgolf, provides an experience that integrates high-level technology with traditional golf to entertain in a social environment. Product for price, Topgolf charges a competitive price for the premium service provided. Topgolf plans to establish a venue in Riyadh, Jeddah, or Qiddiya. These cities are entertainment hubs that create an environment that's conducive to accomplishing goals set by Topgolf. For promotion, Topgolf will utilize social media platforms such as Instagram, as well as traditional channels such as television and radio to promote. Next slide. For product cores, Topgolf's golf balls are equipped with a patented technology known as Top Tracer. The Top Tracer technology tracks player statistics and analyzes the data to improve player performance. The Topgolf app provides a quicker and easier booking process and offers promotions that encourage foot traffic on slower days. Topgolf offers lessons to all skill levels and group sizes and that utilize technology to cater to individual needs. Part of Topgolf's core appeal is the socialization and entertainment aspect that's offered, which extends its audience beyond the traditional golfing community. Some of Topgolf's product attributes must be adapted to cater to local preferences and regulations, as well as to differentiate from competitors. Topgolf in Saudi Arabia should adapt their operational policies to align with Saudi Arabian cultural and religious norms. Marketing in Saudi Arabia should also be adapted to better resonate with the Saudi Arabian audience. Topgolf should adapt their menu by adjusting to offer traditional Saudi dishes and follow religious regulations. In addition, venue design should be adapted to follow traditional Saudi Arabian architecture. Topgolf has the potential to utilize an invention strategy to combat the extreme weather in Saudi Arabia. While Topgolf currently has climate-controlled bays, the desert weather may require an advanced cooling and shading system. So for product development and adaptation, as I mentioned, Topgolf should develop a menu to reflect traditional Saudi Arabian meals, such as barid, which is a spicy lamb stew, kabsa, which is the national dish that's made of meat and rice, and mamul, which is a cookie that can have sweet or savory filling. The venue architecture should feature Saudi Arabian design that's optimal to combating heat and desert storms. While Topgolf will adapt its services for local preferences, it's not necessary to introduce a completely new product because of the universal entertainment service that's provided by the patented golf technology. Next slide. So next, we're going to go over the target market, which includes a wide range of ages and individuals who enjoy combining golf and entertainment in a technology-driven experience. Topgolf also aims to appeal to an audience beyond golf enthusiasts or casual golf players to reach families and other groups who may be looking for an engaging activity. For families with children, they value family-friendly activities that encourage bonding and shared experiences. They prioritize kid-friendly areas and promotions for children with opportunities for a range of skills and ages. This segment is large with significant potential. As in 2024, Saudi Arabia had a high birth rate of 1,645 a day, contributing to family expansion. Corporate or event groups who are hosting team building events or private parties value spaces that offer recreational activities while still allowing for networking. They prioritize private spaces, group promotions, and accessibility. Saudi Arabian business relations are relationship-based, so this segment has the potential to be moderate to high if the local landscape is open to our promotion. Golf professionals and enthusiasts are serious golfers who are looking to improve their skills. They're passionate about feedback and interested in participating in golf-related events. They prioritize advanced performance tracking technology and quality facilities to help develop skills. This is a smaller segment compared to others, but as interest in golf in Saudi Arabia is climbing, successful positioning gives this segment growth potential. Casual players are individuals with little or no golf experience who are seeking a fun recreational activity that's easy to participate in. They prioritize social aspects such as food, drinks, and music, as well as entertainment other than golf that may be available, such as arcade games or other games. This segment has the potential to be large, especially as golf becomes more mainstream in Saudi Arabia. Young adults who range in age from 20 to 30 are familiar with technology and value experiences and social activities. They prioritize trendy, social media worthy, and interactive activities, and a large segment is represented by the millennial demographic. The median age in Saudi is 29, and 63% of Saudis are under 30, which gives this segment high potential. Next slide. So finally, for managerial implications, Topgolf integrates technology and golf to provide entertainment in a social environment. It benefits all by providing casual and fun physical activity that creates memories. Topgolf's core technologies, including performance tracking technology, the Topgolf app and custom golf lessons, and the socialization aspect, do not require adaptation to be successful in the Saudi Arabian economy. While core technologies will meet needs universally, there are some aspects of Topgolf's business model that must adapt to Saudi Arabian customs. Their menu should be adapted to match traditional Saudi dishes, and the building design should feature Saudi Arabian inspiration that's optimal to combat heat and desert storms. Topgolf will provide a climate-controlled sports space that can combat the extreme weather of Saudi Arabia while still remaining casual and using technology to ensure accessibility. Topgolf combines its high-technology performance tracking with a social atmosphere to provide a premium service at any skill level. Topgolf's target market is made of 5 groups and spans a wide range of ages, skill levels, and priorities. Saudi Arabia's population is optimal for many of these groups to become consumers of Topgolf. Topgolf's earning growth rate of 9.5 shows a potential for growth that's conducive to international expansion.
This part, we will discuss the global distribution strategy and look closer at the distribution landscape and analyze the channel concentration, the length, exclusivity, and channel quality. So first, identifying the distribution strategy, which for Topgolf is a little different since the product Topgolf is selling is entertainment and an experience rather than tangible product or products. Nonetheless, Topgolf still has golf equipment at each location provided through Callaway. The distribution strategy for Topgolf with the products they get from Callaway is indirect. However, there is no distribution strategy for Topgolf and how they sell a product to their consumers, since it's an experience Topgolf sells and not a tangible product that they need to go through wholesalers to retailers, for instance. So Topgolf itself is a tech company, whereas Callaway is a wholesaler for Topgolf, providing and manufacturing all the equipment which Topgolf then provide complimentary for their customers. Therefore, Callaway is the only intermediary between Topgolf and Topgolf venues. To give an idea about how much Topgolf and Callaway rely on each other, in 2016, 84% of Callaway's revenue mix was Topgolf equipment. 0% of that was from Topgolf. Then by 2021, the mix had switched to 38% in golf equipment and 38% from Topgolf in their venues itself. By fiscal year 2025, Callaway projects Topgolf that they will account for up to 46% of their revenue mix. So for the venue in Saudi Arabia, Callaway will be the ones delivering all the golf equipment, just like all the other locations. The equipment must be delivered before the venue opens and then distributed when equipment gets damaged or must be replaced, which is when Topgolf must have a distribution strategy, which they will have with Callaway as their wholesaler. Next slide. So when it comes to the channel concentration in Saudi Arabia, it's a fragmented retail system, meaning that there are many retailers, but none of them have a major share of the market. The channel length is interesting and it goes well hand in hand with Vision 2030, which we've talked about many times. The channel length in Saudi Arabia is long because there are lots of import. In 2022, 23.2% of Saudi Arabia's GDP is spent on imports of goods and services, whereas, for instance, to compare it to the United States, they only spent 14.6% of their GDP on imports of goods and services, and this was in 2021. Next slide. So the reason for the lack of factories, technologies, and expertise, which is what King Salman realized a couple of years ago, they're now trying to change that through buying expertise and knowledge globally. That way, Saudi Arabia most likely will decrease their imports from other countries in the future. This, as of right now, means that there is a significant difference in the price on local and domestic products in Saudi Arabia versus foreign products due to the many connections that the product must go through. With Vision 2030, the channel exclusivity is also increasing. So Vision 2030 is meant to take the system from being a very exclusive system to a more open system and easier to get foreign products through. However, Saudi Arabia still plans to keep some regulations on foreign products, and for some businesses, Topgolf would have to invest and venture in Saudi Arabia, and they must still get approved to do so and prove their relevance to the Saudi Arabian culture in order for them to enter. And this goes hand in hand with channel quality, which is also poor due to the lack of quality in the educational system in Saudi Arabia, which is also one of the components of Vision 2030 that will improve and be invested in over the next decade. Most likely, this will ensure better channel quality as well. So looking at this from a Topgolf perspective, this should not be a concern. The population and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is motivated for companies like Topgolf due to Topgolf concept and how it fits into Vision 2030 plans. Also, Topgolf have their own in-house team that makes sure that the venue has the required skill and competencies they need to do a great job compared to other venues. This means that the experience and the customer service a customer receives in the United States and at a location in the United States will be almost the same as in like any other location. And the last slide. So the managerial implication and insights for Module 9. So key takeaways from the distribution strategy is that Saudi Arabia is in the middle of developing and improving their infrastructure, which is the center of Vision 2030. So as of right now, Saudi Arabia is lacking when it comes to channel length and channel quality. However, since Topgolf does not sell a tangible product, but rather an experience, this will not be a disadvantage. The only product that must be distributed is the Topgolf equipment, as mentioned, from Callaway, which will happen before the venue opens, and then on a regular if the equipment breaks or must be replaced.
Into Module 10 for the planning a global promotion strategy. And we're going to get into the advertising strategy with messaging, media, and promotional activities. So our mission is to showcase the unparalleled experience offered by Topgolf, where the world of sports and entertainment collide in Saudi Arabia. We aim to focus on a blend of golf with socializing and aim to grab the attention of all ages, particularly people between the ages of 18 through 40, which makes up over half the population. Our approach deals with understanding modern consumer habits and ensuring accessibility. Through strategic messaging, emphasizing the social and physical aspects of Topgolf, we invite all individuals to come together to connect and participate. Leveraging the power of digital media, particularly social platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, we aim to reach our audience where they spend a considerable amount of time, with Saudis spending 6 hours daily on digital media and 3 hours on social media. The potential for engagement is high. Continuing with advertising, messaging, media, and promotional activities. It's important to recognize the influence of traditional media in Saudi. Topgolf should strategically evaluate partnering with popular local television channels, capitalizing on the dominance of free-to-air television, where the channel MBC1 led with a 14.3 viewership rate in 2021. Simultaneously, Topgolf should utilize radio advertising, which accounts for a significant 71% of audio ad expenditure to reach audiences across the nation. Also, another promotional activity that could build positive relations is with the government authorities. By doing so, Topgolf would be able to show authorities sustainability and align with the Vision 2030. By collaborating with these organizations like the Saudi Sports of All Federation, Topgolf is not only aligning with Saudi societal goals of promoting health and well-being, but also supporting the SFA's visionary aim to increase sports engagement by 40% by 2030. On this side, we're looking at our target audience and promotional objectives, where we aim to reflect the diverse and inclusive nature of Topgolf's appeal, catering to young to middle-aged individuals of all genders, as well as both new and seasoned golf players. Research reveals about 54% of Topgolf's clientele fall within the age of 18 to 34, which is perfect since Saudi's population, like I have mentioned, is made up of mostly a younger demographic. Furthermore, recognizing the significant increase in weekly physical activity among female Saudi citizens, which went from 8% in 2015 to 14% in 2019, aligning with the goal of achieving 40% weekly exercise participation in Saudis in Saudi Arabia by 2030, ultimately showing Topgolf's dedication to fostering inclusivity and accessibility. Their promotional objectives are based on enhancing brand awareness, fostering customer engagement through promotions and experiences, and driving sales by directing traffic to their physical locations and digital platforms. In our media plan, Topgolf strategically leverages digital, traditional, and SMS advertising channels to maximize their reach and engagement. With Saudis spending an average of 6 hours per day on digital media and 3 hours a day on social media, our digital advertising efforts will focus on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, utilizing search engine marketing and email campaigns to target our audience effectively. To complete our digital strategy, we will also use traditional advertising through television and radio broadcasting, which will help us to tap into broader audiences and generate brand visibility. Additionally, SMS advertising allows us to deliver targeted messages directly to specific customers, enhancing our communication mix. With Saudi Arabia's high internet penetration rate and high social media user base, our emphasis on social media engagement will enable us to connect with our audience, share compelling content, run targeted ads, and foster direct interactions with consumers, further solidifying Topgolf's presence and appeal in the market. In our communication mix, we're capitalizing on Saudi's high internet penetration rate and active social media user base, particularly on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. With Saudis spending an average of 6 hours per day on digital media and 3 hours on social media, like I previously mentioned, our focus is on leveraging social media allows Topgolf to engage directly with our target audience, share visual, appealing content, run targeted ads, and foster direct interactions. The fostered increase in ad spending in the social media advertising segment further shows the potential for growth and engagement in this space. Additionally, we recognize the power of word-of-mouth marketing in Saudi Arabia, where personal recommendations and referrals hold significant influence. By encouraging satisfied customers to share their experiences and leveraging partnerships with local influencers, we aim to amplify our word-of-mouth promotion, further enhancing Topgolf's brand reach and reputation in the market. Continuing with the communication mix, Topgolf would implement sales promotions to get customers to try out Topgolf, leveraging social offers, special offers, discounts, and loyalty programs to appeal to Saudi consumers who are known to respond positively to promotions. Targeted promotions during key seasons or events are also planned to drive foot traffic and revenue. With communication barriers, Topgolf must be mindful of cultural barriers, respecting traditional norms and customs, including prayer times and Ramadan customs, which will slow down business hours and restrict public eating. By navigating these communications barriers sensitively and strategically, we aim to establish meaningful connections with our audience and foster lasting relationships in the Saudi market. Continuing with our discussion on communication barriers, we recognize the importance of credibility and cultural sensitivity in Saudi Arabia society. To avoid potential source effects, it's crucial for Topgolf to establish credibility and demonstrate an understanding of local values. Visuals and messaging must be culturally appropriate to resonate with Saudi audiences, and communication should be accessible in languages other than English to ensure understanding and trust. Failure to align with Saudi cultural norms could hinder engagement and trust in the brand. Additionally, noise in the communication process may arise for competing messages in the market, requiring strategic efforts to ensure Topgolf's messages stand out. In terms of budget allocation, our digital marketing efforts will receive 40%, reflecting the significant social media activity in Saudi Arabia, where over 20 million users engage actively, representing a penetration rate of 60%. Continuing with the budget allocation, we recognize the evolving landscape of digital marketing in Saudi Arabia. with search engine usage growing rapidly and influencer marketing being at an all-time high. Saudis are ranking as the second biggest users of Google in the Middle East and one of the highest concentrations of social media influencers globally. So like previously stated, we will be allocating 40% of our budget towards digital marketing efforts. For traditional marketing, which remains significant in Saudi Arabia despite changes in media, 20% of our budget will be allocated towards printing, television, and radio advertising. This is supported by the steady growth in the traditional TV advertising market and the enduring popularity of radio ads. Additionally, we're investing 20% of our budget in sponsored tournaments and events, including partnerships with events like Live Golf and cultural festivals. Finally, recognizing the importance of our online presence, 20% of our budget is dedicated to maintaining and enhancing our website, reflecting Saudi Arabia's status as a global leader in digital media and the high traffic volume on platforms like Google. For our communication plan effectively targets a diverse audience, leveraging digital and traditional channels to build brand awareness, foster engagement, and drive sales for Topgolf Saudi Arabia. The strategic approach ensures a strong launch, sustained engagement, and timely promotions, all within a balanced budget allocation. For our managerial implications, some key findings were that target audiences are made up of young to middle-aged individuals of both genders who could either be new to golf or professionals. Saudi values traditional norms, which may differ from Topgolf Western approach. So understanding and respecting their culture is crucial to build the brand's credibility. And Saudi Arabia has high internet penetration rates, and the population is very active on social media. For key insights, using a communication plan that contributes both digital and traditional advertising and sponsored events allow Topgolf to have a wider reach and create different brand experiences with customers. It is important to also be creating advertising messaging, visuals, and promotions that resonate with local Saudi people and their values and preferences, and also allocating a promotional budget based on the effectiveness of different channels allows Topgolf to allocate money to the most effective channels. For application, Topgolf will create tailored messages and promotions to align with Saudi cultural values and their targeted audience, with emphasis on inclusivity, entertainment, and its unique experiences. Topgolf will prioritize digital marketing channels such as social media and search engines to reach the Saudi population effectively, also leveraging popular influencers in the area. And then Topgolf will continue to monitor the effectiveness of their communication and promotions by looking at traffic on their websites, tracking targeted audience engagement.
Okay, so for Module 11, we're focusing on selecting an international pricing strategy. Developing a pricing strategy for Topgolf will entail measuring the local consumer's income and consumer spending, as well as analyzing the value placed on Topgolf by the country. Saudi Arabia has heavily invested money from the Public Investment Fund to incentivize sports leagues to move to Saudi Arabia. Golf is one of the sports that Saudi Arabia has focused its investments on. This new sport and source of entertainment will pique the consumer's interest and help to maximize price acceptance. One way to analyze price acceptance is with a country's GDP per capita. Saudi Arabia's GDP per capita as of 2022 was 30,447.88, or 114,214 reals. The locals in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia's capital, respond wonderfully to innovations such as new sources of entertainment and new dining styles. And we believe that the locals in Qiddiya will respond similarly to this new experience. And next is potential demand analysis. Saudi Arabia's future demand in the entertainment market has been trending upward ever since the royal decree made in 2016 that developed the General Entertainment Authority. Vision 2030 is the largest contributor to the success of Saudi Arabia's entertainment industry, and Saudi Arabia's current entertainment market size is 2.55 billion. Under Vision 2030, the size is estimated to grow to 4.20 billion by 2029. with a compound annual growth rate of 10.44%. In the next 5 years, the major competitors that have built this market size are Six Flags, AMC, Broadway Entertainment Group, and IMG Artists. Saudi Arabia's potential demand differs from the United States because the market size in the United States outweighs Saudi Arabia's. The entertainment market size in the United States is 8.44 billion with a compound annual growth rate of 10.98%, expected to increase to 14.68 billion by 2027. Next slide. So next are some pricing objectives and strategies. Topgolf does not have many competitors in technology-based sports entertainment. Therefore, Topgolf should choose a price skimming strategy. In entering Saudi Arabia, Topgolf can use this strategy to maximize the price acceptance because this type of entertainment is untapped. Although other entertainment companies such as Six Flags and AMC were in Saudi Arabia first, Topgolf offers unique entertainment, and many locals are likely to have never experienced Topgolf's intriguing atmosphere. And next is a price structure. So Topgolf should use a value-based price structure. This is because Topgolf generates most of its revenue from entertainment services. The value-based structure would be the best option because this structure is based on maximizing the attractiveness of the company by offering something different than other companies. Topgolf would excel in this structure due to its distinction as a sports entertainment and technology company. Next slide. So for the cost of goods sold analysis, some of the general fixed costs that Topgolf will have are utility costs, salaries, and insurance costs. Variable costs for Topgolf will consist of materials used to create merchandise, materials used to create golf clubs, and any delivery fees. A factor that can increase the cost of entry to Saudi Arabia is inexperienced contractors. The contractors being inexperienced is one of the risk factors assessed when entering Saudi Arabia with plans to build a facility. Topgolf facilities are crucial to operation of the business, and construction delays would inevitably increase costs. Next is an attempt to set the retail price. This Topgolf location will be missing out on the revenue generated from the sale of alcohol due to Saudi Arabia's regulations. At the same time, acquiring alcohol and alcohol products will not be a cost incurred by this location. In saying this, the price of Topgolf's experience should be similar to the United States. So Topgolf sets its price based on hourly rates, and here and now some examples of hourly rates are to the right. So you see Monday through Thursday before noon is $25 per hour. Monday through Thursday from noon to 5 is $35 per hour. And then Monday through Thursday from 5 p.m. till close is $45 per hour. As you can see, like the rate goes up with like increasing with the later in the day because that's when the hours are more popular and when more people have time to come to Topgolf. So they make that the more pricier times to maximize their the wealth. And next slide. So next I have total revenue expectations. Topgolf's revenue generated outside the United States and Europe is mostly from golf equipment sales like golf clubs. So Topgolf continues to grow, and this location will only increase Topgolf sales in the rest of the world category. Expected revenue is between 10 and 15 million USD, which is equivalent to between 3.75 million reals and 5.6 million reals. And next slide. So for the manager implications, some key findings of this price strategy are that Topgolf will be a new addition to entertainment market in Saudi Arabia. And as a result, the value-based price structure would be best. So Topgolf doesn't generate much revenue from entertainment services outside the United States, Europe, and Asia. And the market size of the entertainment industry is less valuable than that of the home country. Some key insights are that the entertainment market in Saudi Arabia is in great shape due to the adoption of Vision 2030, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has shown that it greatly values entertainment services from different foreign companies to enter Saudi Arabia. Also, the problems with contractors may delay the opening of the location, and this is a risk or problem that needs to be focused on. And for some application, mitigating the risk of inexperienced contractors will entail possibly hiring contractors from the home country of Topgolf. With this smaller market size, Topgolf may not be able to generate as much revenue as it usually does in other locations in the West. So Topgolf will adjust to this by learning about the market in Saudi Arabia through experience and placing value on itself through its one-of-a-kind experience.
All right, so the last and the final module that will be covered is identifying human resources for global businesses. Why HR is important. When operating any business in the home country or internationally, human resources is always an area that needs significant attention. This is a key component of why Topgolf vendors operations are relatively successful. By providing a dynamic environment with a variety of offerings, Topgolf's HR department can benefit by attracting many people who are willing to be a part of the organization and support what it stands for. However, when expanding to Saudi Arabia, Topgolf will have to make the necessary adjustments required to thrive and be respected in the country. So, some basic information on needed personnel, because without personnel, you can't operate a business. So, Topgolf will have to fulfill some roles such as managers, instructors, bartenders, waiters, chefs, marketing team, customer service representatives, security, and executives. And some things to take into consideration are background history, prior work history, average income of the community, education. Like Caroline stated, the education isn't like up to par and they're working to improve it. Skills and experience, knowledge of industry, and cultural understanding. Next slide. So the HRM strategy for the host country, this is very important and it would involve evaluating many things such as legal regulations due to strict culture and outlawing of certain foods as stated throughout all the previous modules. Cultural norms, they have heavy prayer and worship, so it'd be important to incorporate this into all business aspects. Market analysts and evaluation, education, important laws, income per capita, etc., are all things that need to be looked at. And for example, only Saudi nationals may import goods for resale and conduct direct marketing activities. However, foreign industrial entities may conduct trade in products they manufacture, and nationals of GCC member states may engage in certain retail and trading activities. So, like, this is things that Topgolf will have to be aware of to be compliant with Saudi Arabia. And all of these come together to show why it would be important for Topgolf to conduct the necessary evaluations and become knowledgeable of the environment and people of Saudi Arabia. This would allow for the best HRM strategy to be developed because Topgolf would be able to align with the laws, regulations, and culture of the country. Next slide. Staffing policy. Upon locating in Saudi Arabia, Topgolf should develop a staffing policy that fits into the country and then make the improvements necessary to keep it up to date. So the staffing policy would be polycentric, and this aligns with the multi-domestic approach. And under this approach, culture myopia would be reduced because Topgolf would have the research of the host market already completed. This approach would allow Topgolf to utilize people of the Saudi Arabian population and management roles, helping establish cultural balance. This would also help them navigate the host market better because the job positions would be filled with people directly from the country. So, and then they could also use host country nationals to fulfill most operations, which would also be less expensive. And then, if needed, Topgolf could bring in a few expatriates to fill some of the roles where Saudi Arabian populations aren't qualified for. And through the extensive population analysis, Topgolf would be able to select the most qualified workers. And this also goes for the owners or possible purchasers, which is because Topgolf has a list of things that must be qualified, which is shown to the right. And I believe that this wouldn't be a big concern for Saudi Arabia due to the economic stability of the country. So most purchasers should get approved with ease, making the location beneficial. Next slide. Training and development. Being that the selected approach for staffing policy was polycentric, Topgolf would need to invest a lot of training and development to help the location's chances of success. That would mean creating a staffing policy that was also polycentric. So to ensure workers receive the most efficient training, Topgolf training is done in a classroom first before new hires can get hands-on experience. This is to ensure that they are up to par with all policies, safety, emphasis on customer service before actually introducing them to the technical skills required, such as game operations, to ensure that the best and optimal customer service is provided while keeping everyone safe. Through the training, skills, operations will be covered along with cultural values as stated to create a clear understanding of the expectations. Language classes should also be offered at this location to improve customer service and acquisition. This is important because in Saudi Arabia, the main language is Arabic, but as shown to the right, there are many other languages that also need to be accounted for to ensure that the most customers are coming back and everyone is being accounted for, thus making everyone feel like they're at home. And if any employees are brought forth from outside the country, cultural sensitivity training should be provided to avoid any legal troubles and confrontations or pushback from the community. Next slide. Performance appraisal. As Topgolf investigates expanding into Saudi Arabia, a system designated to this should be established. This should be conducted every 3 to 6 months on average, allowing the data to be consistent. It should be designed around meeting sales and returning visitor goals, providing the best customer service, offering the highest quality foods and drinks, cleanness, and many other aspects. The system will allow manager to see if major personnel changes in a department are needed due to underperformance, and then you can reward people when performance is outstanding and punish or take away things such as bonuses when it is poor. The use of performance appraisal systems would be the best benefit of Topgolf in a country like Saudi Arabia because golf is relatively new in the area, so you'll have an eager population that's still in the learning process, so there will always be room for improvement. Therefore, the service of Topgolf will always improve consistently as well. And for example, an employee shall not work more than 8 actual working hours in one day, no more than 48 hours a week. During Ramadan, working hours shall not exceed 6 hours a day or 36 hours a week. This is important for Topgolf to understand. So, as far as developing a performance appraisal system, it'd be good to collect data on how well everyone performs under these restrictions so they can know what to expect. Next slide. Compensation. In every company, whether established in the country or internationally, money is one of the biggest motives behind people working. This is why it would be important for Topgolf to create a compensation plan that fits the Saudi Arabian environment. Due to the staffing policy being polycentric, most employees will come directly from the population of Saudi Arabia, which means the compensation policy would also be polycentric. For example, like the average salary in Saudi Arabia is 10,000 SAR a month, which converts to about $2,666 a month in the US. And to compare it, the average wage of Topgolf workers ranges from $12 for a minimum role to $24 for being a manager, which converts to $2,080 to $4,160 in the US, which based upon that pay, Topgolf should be able to adjust to Saudi Arabia's average pay fairly easy because the gap between the two isn't far off. There should also be incentive plans, bonuses and raises based on how well tasks are performed or how well departments perform. And like stated before, it should be taken away if they're underperforming. And expatriates, when needed, they can be paid a higher hourly or higher salary due to working in an unfamiliar environment. And the average salary in the US for expatriates was $112,500 per year or $54.09 per hour. So this converts to about 422,046 SAR, which as previously stated, this shouldn't be too hard for Topgolf to adjust to because the average salary in the US is not too far off from the average salary in Saudi Arabia. And by aligning with the average pay for Saudi Arabian employees, Topgolf will be more respected in the country and give a fair incentive for employees. Next slide. Lastly, the managerial implications. Although Saudi Arabia is a very appealing location for establishing a Topgolf, there are many managerial implications, more specifically in the human resource department that the organization must be aware of. This includes cultural sensitivity. This needs to be considered in everything, basically recruiting, training, or even the process of terminating an employee due to strict religious, cultural, and legal regulations that Saudi Arabian population must abide by. and they do have like restrictions on determination of people, like based upon certain circumstances. There should also be equal employment opportunities at fair pay. So ensure that employees can provide for their families and live the same accustomed life. And there should also be gender equality to a certain extent based upon, like, of course, aligning with the Saudi Arabian laws. And lastly, best training to ensure the protection to a community that is learning and welcoming new sources of revenue to expand their economy. This would enhance their opportunities for success in the fast growing sports and entertainment market and focus on customer service, food and beverage departments, marketing, safety, and much more to provide the best service and the utmost respect for the people in the country.
Conclusion, entry into Saudi Arabia will be successful when implementing all these key factors. The Vision 2030 program looks to expand Saudi Arabia's economy by generating revenue from the entertainment market and relying less on oil production. In this final phase, we discuss all the different strategies that will make Topgolf look attractive to Saudi Arabian locals. We also determine all the strategies that Topgolf needs to adopt to create value and maximize its influence and profits. The precise target market has been identified. Distribution strategies have been assessed to offer clear and concise distribution channels. The promotion strategy has been mapped out and aims to inform the locals about this amazing Topgolf experience. Pricing has been addressed to offer the most reasonable price for consumers based on the value placed on the Topgolf. And then finally, human resources for global business activities ensures that all employees will be treated equally and have a safe work environment.